All right, so wanting to create content with a job, whether it is full-time, part-time, means that you are going to be having to do a lot with limited hours. What we're not going to do is hustle and push through and do all of the extra things of like no sleep, lots of work, like no time to yourself. So if you are wanting to plan content with a job, this is going to be your realistic plan where you actually like set time aside for your life and kind of take it easy in it. So I'll be honest, it is still going to be sacrificing and getting up earlier or doing some stuff on the weekend. It's going to be that, but this is also something that you want to do. So there is going to be that added benefit of you most likely enjoy this to a certain extent. But that's why I want to have a realistic plan and like set some standards for how you are going to approach this. So it's not just an all or nothing, just consuming your entire existence kind of thing. So I want you to be realistic when it comes to planning your content. So from a sense of where you are at currently, what your schedule is, what your sleep schedule is, what kind of obligations you already have, in barriers that you already have, like how much time do you realistically have? I'm not saying like you have an 8-hour job, so therefore you don't have time to work on those days. I'm saying like, how much sleep are you getting? What physical activities are you doing to keep yourself in a good mental and physical and healthy state? What is your work schedule? How is your energy before, after, during work? Do you have kids? Do you have a spouse? Do you have a partner? Do you have family that you are taking care of or that you want to get together with? Do you have friends? What is it, a dog you need to walk in the morning? Like, what is your schedule and really what is your energy level at the moment when it comes to planning out content? And that is what is going to kind of set the base and set the standard for what you are able to do currently and what you are also planning on doing. So with that bare minimum bottom line, what you are currently able to do. So for me, for instance, with my job, I am doing a weekly video for both of my channels. I am doing a monthly blog post at this point because I have decided that. And it's funny that I am doing this because I had a full, not like a full breakdown yesterday, but a full like, my plan is not where I'm at right now because I am exhausted with technology. I've been doing this for a decade, trying to make it work. I need to be more realistic at this point. So it's always good to check in. And again, just because we're going to be planning, what I'm going to be recommending is planning content. Like I kind of have a plan for the next year. Doesn't mean it's going to follow that exactly, but it at least is a starting point. So you have something to build off of and move forward with from there. So based off of all of that, monthly blog post, newsletter, and trying to get like some freebies and products out for my health and hobbies business. I will try to remember to post that link down below if you are interested in like balanced, flexible health and stuff. If not, like don't worry about checking it out. You can stay here for the business side of things. But now when it comes to the content that you're wanting to do, what is your goal? Are you wanting to get views? Are you wanting to get followers? Are you wanting to get email leads? Are you wanting to get product purchases? Like, what is your goal with the content that you're wanting to do? Is it business education for like what I'm trying to do? Is it trying to sell a digital product? Is it trying to sell services or like coaching or like online business services, virtual assistant work, like strategies, anything it could possibly be? Is it going to be business focused? Is it going to be entertainment if you want to be like a vlogger or like documenting your life? Like what is your goal? Because that's also going to affect like how you are going to approach creating your content, which we'll talk about next week. But what is your goal with it all? And that is also going to tell you what kind of content you're going to create as well. So be realistic with where you're at. If you are wanting to get more sales, it needs to be sales focused. It doesn't need to be a sales pitch every single video, but it needs to be sales focused. If you want to get email leads, you need to make sure that you are promoting your freebie and plugging it in like every single video. It needs to be listed down below. Like, you need to have a clear path for when you end up creating your content with what it is that you are wanting to have and see through. Anyways, but once you have your goal of like what your content is, whether it's on YouTube, your blog, Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, I'm always going to be talking about YouTube, blog, and Pinterest at the moment, so that's what you're going to get from me. But the next thing is you want to focus on either trends versus answers. So what I mean by this, and I'm going to explain it a little bit more in a second, but are you going to be following real-time trends? Are you going to be following yearly trends? Or are you going to be like answering questions? And this also still needs to be kind of based off of yearly trends as well. So are you going to kind of follow along on social media? And this is kind of like a little bit commentary channel based, but are you going to be following along in real time on like current events, current issues, and answering questions or promoting or talking about things in that area? Or are you going to be looking more at like yearly, seasonal, evergreen kind of things? So when I look at this, I recommend both Pinterest trends and Google trends. Now this can be as broad or specific as you want it to be. It can be looking at like protein-based diets. It can be looking at wedding day dresses, like if you're a photographer or wedding event planner. It could be looking at like weight loss challenges. It could be looking at workout programs and seeing like what else comes up from there. So, and for Pinterest, you need to have a business account, which if you are using Pinterest for a business, you'd need it anyways. It's free. And just play around with it. Like, check it out. See what is there and available. And there are so many videos that kind of break it down better than I will at the moment. But I love Pinterest trends because it is pretty accurate with not only the current events that are going on, but also yearly trends. And they've got a nice little like crystal ball seeing into the future, like Pinterest predicts, to see like when it thinks it's going, like a trend or topic is gonna like spike again. So that's always fun. Now with this, what you want to do with your content planning is once you're, whether it's Pinterest or Google, you want to type in like your key points that you want to talk about. So for this channel, I'm talking about like content, blogging, Pinterest, YouTube, email marketing, like all of those kind of things. So if you were going to take that, for instance, what you'd want to do is type in those things for your short form keywords. So email marketing is short form, and then get some long form keywords as well. So it's like email marketing to sell digital products would be that, or email marketing to how to grow your email list for email marketing, or even just how to grow your email list could be associated with that as well. So looking and seeing when there's a spike throughout the year and then planning your content accordingly. So if you want, for blogging and Pinterest, it's good to do like 2 to 3 months ahead of time. And for YouTube, it's like that month, basically, like maybe 2 to 3 weeks ahead, just to kind of get a little bit of traction, and then it can keep growing from there. Currently, and this is where being the realistic plan comes in, I am going to be doing a blog post on the topic that month. It is not going to, it's not super strategic. It's going to take longer for it to happen, but where I'm at currently, that is what I have the bandwidth for. So, and I want it to be current with the YouTube videos that I am creating for my other business. So that's where like you can follow all of the strategic planning and content creation and things like that. And it's there for a reason, because it is good, it is beneficial, it is correct. However, this is also your life and your business. It is going to take longer, it is going to be harder, and it is probably going to take at least a full year for things to really solidify and catch up, because it's not the norm of doing it, but it's the norm for a reason. So that's where like being realistic is going to be. So typically how you want to be planning your content is you check the trends, you do yearly interests, plan the 2 to 3 months ahead of time, and then I check the Pinterest trends, like the main tab, to see what's trending for that week too. So if I have any blog posts or videos that are associated with that, like what did I see? Somewhere like a quick kettlebell workout, like that suddenly hit like a spike randomly. So I would create some pins and content to put out for that, for content that I had already created. So again, it's not a guarantee that high protein recipes are only going to spike in January. Like that's not it. There are going to be some other spikes. So Pinterest is beneficial for that. It doesn't mean that it's what everybody is interested in, but that's just what I use, and it is beneficial. So again, for me, my goals for now and just survival are going to be looking at trends and interests on Pinterest. I already have a year planned out, just based on kind of again, this is for my health thing, just based on the life cycle of somebody trying to follow a workout plan, follow a diet, and where that process goes throughout the year. So I'm working on creating content based off of like lows and spikes where people are falling off their New Year's goals and need a little pick me up, where the seasons are changing and need to reevaluate their diet because they're not able to stick with it because before they were eating more like warm filling foods, and now it's summertime and those like are just not it. So it's kind of following the seasons as well. And just now, I'm looking at my notes. So again, just now, videos and blogs are going to be kind of clumped together, and then I'm going to adjust from there. So the biggest thing about this is setting that standard. So I said like a weekly video, monthly blog, email post, and then promoting freebies throughout. The biggest thing right now is we're forming a habit, and it's like building a muscle. It's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be perfect. Nobody's probably going to be seeing this video. Nobody's probably going to be seeing my first 10 videos, but it's building that muscle. It's getting consistent. It's getting more comfortable with like my bullet points. It's getting more comfortable with talking to the camera again and just following that plan. So it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be perfect. I am doing this scared, like doing it on my own instead of following like every person's exact process of it. I am creating based off of what everybody is saying, what I feel resonates with me, and what I want my business to look like. And that's how you're going to be planning content as well. It's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be pretty. And with a job, you have to be realistic with your time and energy. So with all of this, like I do a couple hours a day. Like right now I got up before my job, which right now it's like either 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning. Don't do that. Don't do that, because I have a 3 o'clock shift. So if you can get up an hour or two before your work shift and get a little bit extra done, like an hour of work, 30 minutes of work, anything is going to add up. And plan specific days. But as far as the creating content goes, we'll be talking about that in the next video. So subscribe to follow along, but be realistic with this. Right now, you're just planning out the content, and if not for a year, at least for the next month or two, getting ideas for what's going to work. But it's nice to have a year plan that you can pull from and adjust, and then it's not like coming up with something every single month. But when it comes to creating the content with the job, that is going to be something else entirely as well. So you can check out that video here or here, wherever it is now. And feel free to subscribe if this is something you are interested in, following along with the journey. Hope you have a fantastic day. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.